ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहक ग्रासैक कर्मणे। We saw yesterday the difference between upasana and jnanam. One is vastutantram, jnanam is vastutantram, upasana is kartrutantram. Upasana is the repetition, deliberate repetition of the thought. And jnana is, once you get jnana, there is no question of repetition. When you say Aham Brahmasmi at that time, it is a joyful expression. It is not in anticipation to do that kind of a upasana. It is a realization. Upasana is carried on based on Shraddha. For Jnana, it is based on inquiry, Vichara. So, Tavata Krutakrutyasan Nityatruptyamupagataha Jivan Muktu Anuprapya Prarabdhakshay Vikshate. Once the Jnana Vritti is created, then I awaken to the reality that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya for me. Then I get Trupti, Krutakrutyata. I get Krutakrutyata, fulfillment, contentment. Such a Jivan Mukti, Purusha, man liberated while living, having got that liberation while living, he waits for what? For Prarabdha Kshayam, for the exhaustion of Prarabdha. So up to here, we saw. So Vijayan Muni speaks about Upasana and Jnana. Upasana, Jnana. Like that, he brings these two together and continues the lecture. What he says now in 77th verse. Aptopadesham vishwasya shraddhalura vicharayan chintayet pratyayairanyaih anantarita vrittibihi. He says, Apta Upadesham Vishwasya. Apta means a well-wisher. Who is Apta Purusha? Teacher only. So a seeker with full faith on the teacher, Apta Upadesham Vishwasya, having reposed faith in the words of teacher. This is about Upasana. Shraddhaluhu, a man who is faithful, who is having tremendous faith in teacher. Avicharayan. No, Upasaka, he just repeats that mantra, Soham Aham Brahmasmi. He need not do inquiry about it. He doesn't do. He has not got that promoted to Jnana. Jnana requires inquiry. Here he simply repeats based on the faith. Chintayet pratyayaihi anyaihi pratyai anantar vrittibhihi. Without getting his thought flow distracted by other thoughts, antarita vrittibhihi, he should continue his sadhana. So here, point number 1 is Upasana is based on faith, on the Guru. So a student who is still faithful student, doing Upasana, he has not yet generated Jnana Vritti, he is not doing Vichara. He has to practice Upasana, which is another form of Karma Yoga only. So he can repeat mantras. So many shlokas are there. Asangoham, asangoham, asangoham punah punah, Satchidananda rupoham, ahamevahamavyayah. Mano buddhyahankara chittani naham, nacha srotra jivve, nacha prana netre, nacha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayu, chidananda rupaha, shivoham, shivoham. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham Nacha Grana Netre. He repeats. Upasana only this is. With full Shraddha in the faith of the teacher. Or Soham Japa, Aham Brahmasmi Japa. I am Amrutam. So Upasaka is a continuous, Antartha means what? It is not distracted, this thought flow, not distracted by other dissimilar thoughts. We can say all those thoughts which are not of Vedanta, non-Vedantic thoughts are there, no? Worldly thoughts. They don't come and disrupt the thought flow. So he has to put efforts. Upasana has to, lot of efforts is required. But in Jnana Vritti, once you get Jnanam, the Jnanam is never lost. Once I realize I'm a man, I don't have to repeat it again and again and again. How long he should continue this Upasana? What is the aim of Nirguna Brahma Upasaka? How long should he continue? He says here, Yavat, one second, Yavat Chincha Swarupatvam, Swarupatva, Abhimana Swasya Jayate, Tavad Vichintya Paschatcha, Tathai Amrutidharayet. Yavat Chincha Swarupatva Abhimanaha. One should continue to practice this Upasana so long there is no complete identification with the object of our contemplation, Nirguna Brahma here. So long I am not identified with the Nirguna Brahma as I, Aham, I should continue this upasana. Yavachinta Swarupatva Abhimana, identification of the Swarupa as Aham Brahmasmi. Till that is born, till he realizes that he is one with the object of meditation. Tavat Vichintya. And after gaining that what? Paschacha Tatha Eva Amruti Dharayat. Tathaiva. And after that also, he should continue in that state till the body is dropped. So how should he increase upasana? Today, 15 minutes. Tomorrow, 20 minutes. Then eventually 1 hour upasana. Or 1 hour upasana, and the number of sittings per day also is increased. Soham Japa is increased. Aham Brahmasmi Japa is increased. Upasaka. What happens, slowly, when you repeat again and again and again and again and again and again, this goes into subconscious mind. So, subconscious mind, this goes into and settles there. Because we are actually feeding our mind constantly with our beliefs. In a song, strongly in subconscious mind, we are all believing ourselves to be what we are today. That gone deep into the subconscious mind, and that belief made us a real experience. It gives us a real experience. I am the body. It has gone so deep. Body is real. Gone so deep. World is real. Gone so deep into it. Subconscious mind. So they're called subconscious beliefs. And we have been holding on to these beliefs since many, many lives. And what is the truth? Ed bhavam tad bhavati. As you think, so you become. Now he has to remove that kind of other thoughts that I am the body, etc., and replace it in subconscious mind. Fill it with what? Thoughts of divinity. Aham Brahmasmi. Thus you are feeding the subconscious mind. And we create some condition in subconscious mind to believe that you are Brahman. Why this is necessary? Because we have not realized yet. Once I realize, I need not repeat I am man. For some reason I forgot who I am. Physically I am talking. Therefore repetition is necessary. So until Abhimana comes, identification with Nirguna Brahma, which is the object of my upasana, that identification takes place, so long I must continue. In Nididhyasana is not a japa. It's a deeper thing. That dhyasa, I'm convinced, but dhyasa is there. Didhyasa. Nischayena dhyatavya. I'm convinced that I am Brahman. There is no repetition, but I am there. Without a thought that I am a man, I am a man, I am a man. Without repeating any thought, I know I am established that I am man. I am established in the thought, I am man, inverted commas. So didhyasa, that is, I know I'm not forgetting. I'm getting sthita pratishtita, firmly abiding in my truth, that I know without any doubt. That is Didhyasa. Upasana is not having conviction. So Upasana is a japa. So he has to continue this Upasana till his death, to firmly establish in that identification with Brahma. So for a Nididhyasaka who is meditating in Nididhyasana, one who is doing Nididhyasana, Aham Brahmasmi is a statement of fact. So he says, till you die, Tavad Vichintya Paschatcha Tathaiva Amruti Dharayet. Up to your death, Amrutihi, Murti means death, no? Amrutihi, Murtyu Paryantam. Dharayet, you should maintain this thought. Then you get Videhi Mukti. Or Jivan Mukta, if you before that, if you get Brahma Jnana without dropping the body, before dropping the body, he will become a Jivan Mukta. Upasana example is given now. In Upasana, such a great Upasakas are there in seeking their identification with the deity, Upasya Devata. It could be Guru, it could be any Devata, it could be Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, it could be Virat, it could be Hiranyagarbha, it could be Ishvara. There are Upasanas are given. So Vijayamuni says here, Brahmachari Bhikshamano Vitas Samvarga Vidyaya Samvarga Rupatam Chitte Dharayitva Hyabhikshata. Now there is a Brahmachari Bhikshamana. A certain Brahmachari is there. That we will see now where. He used to go daily for alms, collection of food from different houses. Bhikshamano Yutaha. A Brahmachari going for Bhiksha. Brahmachari Bhikshamano Yutaha Samvarga Vidyaya. Samvarga Vidya, it comes in Upanishad, that we will see. Samvarga Upasana. This comes in Upanishads. Samvarga Upasana. So, Samvarga Rupatam Chitte Dharayatva Abhikshita. Abhikshata. Meaning what? He went for alms. He was doing Upasana. So while begging his alms also, his mind is fixed to his Upasana. What is Samvarga Vidya? We will see that now. Samvarga Vidya. This man has contemplated on Samashti Prana. He meditated on Samashti Prana. So one thought is taken. Upasana thought. And he should make it his own. Internalize the thought. And that thought goes into subconscious mind. Very powerful Upasana it is. And Nirguna Brahma Upasana will lead us to Nirguna Brahma Jnanam. Upasana is necessary. So this is an exercise. When will you do? While doing all your begging only. Brahmachari was practicing Upasana while going around in the town or village, begging alms. getting back to ashram, sharing that with his guru. That is how the brahmachari duty is. He collects all kind of food, gives it before guru, and whatever guru gives and out of that collected portion, he will get his share. Whatever guru gives as a prasad, he takes it. So while doing his begging alms, brahmachari is never forgets his upasana. While begging. So ultimately, Vijayaranya will tell in the collect after 3-4 slokas, it will come that Nirguna Brahma Upasana can be continued in our worldly activities also. That will be the thought which we concluded. So in Chandogya Upanishad, the Samvarga Vidya comes. What is what? Vyashti Prana and Samashti Prana Aikya Upasana. Individual Prana Sharira is there, no Prana. And what is Hiranyagarbha? Samashti Prana, Vayu. Individually, I call it as a Prana at Vyashti level, individual level. Same Prana at Samashti level, I call it as what? Vayu. Hiranyagarbhakyam. So what he did, he started identifying himself with Samashti Prana. Samashti Prana. Like Dhruva, one is meditating, slowly was stopped eating food, then he started living on leaves, that also stopped, then water, that also stopped, then air. Then Bhagavan Vishnu touched his ear. Then he awakened. He woke up. Why? Because, he is identified his individual prana vayu with samashti vayu, samashti prana. And he was doing his pranayama. That's how we come across in the great stories of the Puranas that they are doing tapasya and samashti vayu became stambhanam. It stopped. Why? Because he became identified with samashti vayu and he is doing pranayama, rechaka, poraka, kumbhaka, and he is doing kumbhaka, holding the breath inside. So samashti prana gets stuck up. Then Bhagavan will appear and then say, Bhaiya, aisa mat karo, enough of your tapasya. Because of your tapasya, vayu becomes stambhanam. So samvarga means what? Both Vyashti Prana and Samashti Prana become one. So what is samvarga? Samvarga means layasthanam. Layasthanam. In our body level, every day when I sleep, I resolve everything. Only prana is left, some prana to function, take care of physical body functions. But everything becomes laya in me. So sleep is a layasthanam. In a nidra, all the organs are resolved. Everything goes back into sleep. They are dissolved in me. In samasti, what happens? Everything resolved into vayu, samasti vayu. Prithvi, Jala, Agni merges in vayu. So at samasti totality level, Vayu merges everything unto him. So that's called Samvarga Upasana. So Vesti Prana is merged with Samasti Prana and identified with Samasti Prana. That's called Samvarga Vidya. So this brahmachari started looking upon himself as Hiranyagarbha. I am Samasti Hiranyagarbha. I am. So the way this Upasaka identified himself with Samasti Prana Hiranyagarbha by doing Upasana, similarly Nirguna Brahma Upasaka also should continue his japa. Just as the brahmachari went to collect alms, but keeping his mind on Hiranyagarbha Upasana. That means what? In Loka Vyavahara also, this Upasana can continue. Very important point. So there is a kshamata, capability, capacity to continue the Upasana. Even when I am not healthy, even there are problems in the world, even there are problems in the family, even there are physical problems, health problems. Vijayamani says, the deep subconscious level, that your upasana, that you are Brahman, that can continue. Because it has gone deep and you have registered it into subconscious mind. Because on the power of practice of upasana, it should settle inside you that you are Brahman. Not jnanam. Upasana is doing. Even though I am going through much pain, suffering, Vijayamani says, even during those days also, that internally, I am Brahman need not be given up. The Upasana can continue. So that possibility we have to create within ourselves. That capacity we have to create within ourselves, that we can do upasana come what may. That internal upasana, that I am identified with Brahman. I am that Nirguna, I am Nirguna Brahma Upasaka. That can continue. So continuing, पुरुषस्येच्छया कर्तुम् अकुर्तुं कर्तुमन्यथा शक्योपास्थिरतो नित्यं कुर्यात् प्रत्यय संततिम्. Now upasana, we saw upasana is what? Kartru tantram, meaning depending on the will of the doer. Will of the doer. So upasana can be done one day, it cannot be done, can do one day, you need not do one day, you may not do one day, or you can do it differently. Kartum, akartum, anyatha kartum. One can do, akartum, you may not do, to do or not to do, or to do it otherwise. Shakyah upastihi. So meditation upasana is possible in this way. All depending on the will of the doer. He has got many options. Upasthi. Atha nityam kuryat pratyaya santitam. Therefore, because there is this possibility is there. So one is because there is depending upon your own will, you can stop it also. Vijayana is suggesting you should continue this upasana, this thought, dhara, flow of thought. Santati means continuity. Ek ke baad ek, ek ke baad ek. Similar thoughts. Santana, santati. Santati means continuity. That you can continue. And you should continue that. Upasana. So upasana is a vritti to be generated. And it is a deliberate vritti created because conviction has not yet come, realization has not yet come. Like on a stone, we invoke Rama, Krishna, Shiva. So on yourself, you can invoke Brahman. Brahman superimpose it on me first. First of all, you think it is I am superimposing Brahman on me. So in the beginning, it looks like a effort. But the fact is what? I am Brahman. So he superimposes Brahman on himself and he says, Aham Nirguna Brahmasmi. But Jnani, what is happening? Jnani knows I am Brahman, that's it. He will not repeat the thought. Whether I entertain the thought or don't entertain the thought, knowledge that I have gained that I am Brahman is never lost. Upasaka has to repeat the thought. Jnani need not repeat the thought. Even if he says I am Brahmasmi, it is not to do because realize the oneness with Brahman one day. It is a realization, a declaration of a fact that he is experiencing. As some Mahatma said, that's why मैं क्या करूं, मैं तो ब्रह्म हूं. I cannot be otherwise. मैं तो हूं ब्रह्मन. अब मैं क्या करूं? मैं अपने आप को और कुछ क्या कैसे मानूं? मेरे अनुभव से सिद्ध हुआ कि मैं ब्रह्म हूं. And upasana, it becomes so powerful. It enters into deep layers of mind, subconscious mind, and transforms us and makes us believe. Because Guru said, Shastra says, Shraddha is there. No, another example is given. Vedadhyayehya pramatto dhite swapne dhivasitaha japita tu japatyeva yata dhyatapi vasayet. He says now, Vedadhyayi. And the example is given. A particular thought, when it enters into subconscious mind, it changes entire mind. Our belief that I am the body, I am limited, I am so frustrated, I am samsari, these thoughts go away. Assert your divine nature. Claim your divine nature. So, Vedadhyayi, Apramattaha, a diligent person, alert student, diligent student, Apramattaha, alert, vigilant, diligent student. Vedadhyayi, the sincere student, chanting Vedas. Veda Adhyanam, Veda Path. Vedadhyaye Apramattaha, very alert, diligent student. Adhite, he does that kind of repetition. Veda Adhyana studies, repeats. Swapne Adivasitaha. And because of his constant practice in waking plane, he continues to chant Vedic mantras in deep in dream also. Swapna also. It has gone so deep into him. Even japa also like that one. Mantra japa also is like that. So every day you repeat mantra continuously, it goes settles in subconscious. So japita tu japati eva. Japita, japita. One who engaged in japa, he does this japa like this. Swapne adivasita. Like dream may, once you go there and you chanted so well, it has gone so deep into subconscious mind. And in dream also you repeat that. While sleeping also, we can hear them chanting mantras. That means what? It gone deep into subconscious mind. Similarly, in the same way, meditator also continues his meditation even in dreams. He can continue. Even in dream also, he continues his meditation. He he may dream such kind of experiences. In the dream conscious mind, the dream also, the entire subconscious mind is filled with that meditation thoughts. So without knowledge, Sapna also, that Vedic chanter is chanting Vedic chanting. Similarly, this Upasaka also goes deep into that. In the deep sleep also, he repeats those thoughts. For what? Sapne adhivasitaha, because of deep impressions, deep thoughts. Bhakta, you take any Bhakta, Nama Japa, he does same thing. Throughout the day, Swapna also, he repeats that Nama Japa only. So Vedantic student not yet realize the truth that I am Brahman should continue the repetition so that it settles in subconscious mind and starts dictating that in his activities, his attitudes, even in waking plane. I am Brahman. So 82nd verse. विरोधि प्रत्ययं त्यक्त्वा नैरन्तर्येण भावयन् लभते वासनावेशात् स्वप्नादावपि भावनाम्. So virodhi pratyayam tyaktva, all dissimilar thoughts, contrary thoughts to be given up. Tyaktva, having renounced, having given up other thoughts, anything which is not upasana. I am the body, I am a samsari, I am a parichinna, I am a limited individual, I am sukhi, I am dukhi. So all those thoughts which are opposite to the thought I am Brahman, upasana. So he goes up all the negative thoughts, all the virodhi, contrary thoughts, nairantaryena bhavayan, and nirantaram, without any break, he is entertaining inside the thought that I am Brahman, in vyavahara only. We already see the brahmachari begging alms, still doing upasana. So while very much doing vyavahara, this thought is nirantaram, without any break, it is continuing inside. Labhate vasana veshat. Swapnadav api bhavana. So because of this vasana aveshat, because of this practice, this powerful vasana is created. Nama vasana, upasana vasana, aham brahmasmi japa vasana. So in waking plane, I created this tremendous practice I did that enter into subconscious mind. And because it becomes vasana into me, that positive, that vasana, Ishvara Nama vasana, Japa vasana, Vichara vasana, Upasana vasana. So Nama Japa becomes saturates the mind. Similarly, Nirguna Brahma Upasana also saturates the mind. And even in dreams also he can meditate. He can do Upasana. In the dreams also, the thought only occurs in him, to him. He has not realized the truth yet. But it's a tremendous faith. Guru said, I am Brahman, full stop. What is the counter thought? I am a samsari. Moksha is very far from me. I don't think I am fit for Brahma Jnanam. But now I am not convinced that I am Brahman. But I am Brahman. I repeat that thought, I am Brahman. That's it. Bhunjanopi nijarabdham astatisayato nisham dhyatum shakto na sandeho vishayavyasani yatha. So having given up this kind of dissimilar thoughts, Bhunjanopi, while going through the prarabdha karma, Bhunjana means prarabdha Bhunjana. So while prarabdha is going on, see what masters say is we have to cultivate that kind of mental frame, mental thought power in us by concentrating, by accepting that one side prarabdha goes on, but inside japa means not dvaita saguna upasana. We are talking about nirguna brahma upasana. So aham brahmasmi, aham satyam, jagan mithya. So one side prarabdha goes on. Other side, you can continuously do japa. That's what it says. Bhunjanopi nijarabdham. Astaha atishayataha. He can, because of the deep impressions that you have created by repeating the thoughts about Nirguna Brahma, Astha atishayataha, because of deep impression created on account of his meditation on pure existence, Jhatum Shaktaha. He is capable of meditating on Nirguna Brahma while going through Prarabdha. Why? Because of strong impression he created within himself by regular japa of Nirguna Brahma Upasana, repeating the thoughts of Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Vidheya guna, Nisheda guna, Vistar, no? Then we should continue. And they get, because once it goes subconscious, mein chala jaye, the Prarabdha goes on, but the internal sadhana can continue without any break. Anisham. Anisham means without any break, continuously, incessantly. Anisam jhatum shaktaha na sandeha. And there is no doubt about it. So because of strong impression that is created in subconscious mind, even though a person is going through a bad prarabdha, any kind of prarabdha, he can continue to do his Nirguna Brahma Upasana within the thought about that Brahman, that I am Brahman, etc., will not be lost. Just as Vishaya Vyasani Yatha, just as somebody is addicted to some kind of a worldly objects, addiction to worldly objects, he cannot get out of it. All the time he contemplates only on that object, addicted object. Vyasanam. But so many people are there. Any kind of habit you take, negative habit you take, that particular time they remember that particular drink or anything. Addiction to that. So this kind of, by putting efforts, we can create that subconsciously, we can create the thoughts of upasana. Prarabdha may continue. So one need not worry, how can I continue my sadhana when bad times? Because you are doing continuously inside, you are already doing it. You created that subconscious. That subconscious mind will continue its job of reminding you that you are Brahman. I know I'm not realized that now I am Brahman. No conviction. Yet I accept it. The teacher's words. Therefore I am Brahman. Full stop. When I get total conviction, it is called Nirguna Brahma Jnana Vritti created. So, but while practicing, I am not convinced completely, but I am Shraddha I have. So, Upasana is a deliberate thought created, and Jnana Vritti is spontaneous. I am Brahman. There is no doubt about it. So, he gives another example how this Upasana can continue even while performing the worldly activities. An example is given. Another example, worldly example, to say that how this our Upasana can continue without any break, without any problem. Paravyasanini nari vyagrapi gruha karmani tadeva swadatyantaha parasangarasayanam tadeva swadayatyantaha parasangarasayanam. And there is a woman, Paravyasanini nari. There is a woman, nari woman, and she is attached to some other man. It need not be a paramour. You can take anybody. Woman is attached to somebody. Maybe attached to her son, her brother, her father, some man. She's attached to somebody. So, Vyagrapi Gruhakarmani. Even though she is very busy performing, although engaged in Gruha activities, household activities, Gruha Karma. So she is cooking food, feeding everybody, taking care of house management, but thought is constantly on that person to whom she is attached. And the best example is gopis, attached to Krishna. Whatever they were doing at household duties, they are all attached. Mind is wedded to Krishna only. See? Tadeva asvadayati antaha. Tadeva asvadayati antaha. Parasanga rasaya. Tadeva means that person alone asvadayati. Always reveling in that. Always thinks and enjoys. Asvadayati, enjoying. Enjoying that memory. Remembering her own the person to whom she's attached to, she's enjoying that memory also. Asvadayati. Antaha, inside she's very happy. Parasanga Rasaya. Para means it can be Parasanga. Sangha means attachment. Para means it could be divine also, like in the case of gopis and Krishna Bhagavan. So this is how the upasana has to be continued. So then the lamp of meditation, no? Dhyana Deepa Prakarana. So Dhyanam is what? Especially Nirguna Brahma Upasana is spoken. That is called Dhyanam for us. Meditating on the attributes of Brahman. I think I'll stop here. And we can continue tomorrow from 85th verse. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.